Hello, welcome to Shitbox. For people who listen to any old shit on the internet. I guess Pornhub must be down if you're here. So pull your pants up, put the tissues away and watch. You won't get a boner here, folks, unless you somehow confused your daily vitamins with Viagra. Today on Shitbox, we have a review for you of a dizzy game. This doesn't mean a game where you have to down 6 shots of rock gut, rum and run around a broomstick before trying to run in a straight line without falling over and throwing up over your best friend's missus. I suppose that is entertainment for some people. But this is actually a game about Dizzy, an egg. An egg with arms and delusions of grandeur. This review was recorded on a hot sticky summer's night in June 2020, when Pornhub was clearly up. Enjoy or detest Shitboxers.
Hello everybody, this is Collieuk. I hope you can hear me over this. This is the loudest game known to mankind. I've had to turn the volume down to almost non-existent level. I'm recording with my window open, summertime. Over the road there's a deer with its ears pricked up thinking it's going to be shot any second now. That's how loud this game is. So this is a Dizzy adventure for the ZX, not the ZX Spectrum. For the Sega Genesis Master System. It's nice to know that Dizzy, who was famous for the Amstrad and the Spectrum games, the Oliver twins, managed to make the leap to the 16-bit systems. There's Dora. Hola, Dizzy. So she's in this game, but I can't remember her. There's the usual your chums from the Yoke Folk adventures. Nice stereotypes. Dizzy's a hero and Daisy is a downtrodden distress because obviously women eggs can't do fuck all. But Dora, to be fair, that's a bit sexist. Dora is a fantastic cook. I've got a chunk of wood there. There's a spider there. Most of these Dizzy adventure games on the 8-bit systems and this one obviously is set in a sort of a woodland environment. There's Poggy, what his name is, who's, I think they're starring in a modern game. I think is Poggy there. Apparently all of the twins many moons ago had plans to launch that character in an adventure, I think on the Nintendo, a separate game. It never happened. They did a Kickstarter to release the game and away you go. Yeah, these Dizzy games now, they're eggs, they're very fragile. Now, if you were to say, if your whole civilization revolves around being fragile, prone to breakages, just ask Humpty Dumpty what a fall does to you, I probably wouldn't build my houses amongst trees, I'll be honest. Yet Dizzy and his Yoke Folk, every single game, are obsessed with having houses built in the tops of trees and so forth. It's like they're fucking Ewoks or something like that. But they're very fragile, and before you know it, you die. So these sort of games, you've got to pick up objects. These objects will let you progress further in the game. There'll be puzzles. I took a little knock there. Oops, daisy. Now, how do I drop this? No. See who wants a bit of meat. There you go. Have a fucking chunk of meat, you bastard. And whilst you got that meat, I will take back my plank of wood because I intend to build a shed later on. So all that is some money. Fruit there, always good for your health. No, skillfully got across there. I've got a map here. Oh, it's a puzzle. Methinks I've got to solve it. I don't know what the puzzle looks like in the first place. You gonna stop moving ever?
Whilst this knobhead is trying to solve the puzzle, he has no hope. How about a quick chat? This was recorded during lockdown when the government told us we'd all die of COVID if we so much as looked at another person or dared to breathe the air freely. They tell us to be careful of what we eat, drink, our exercise levels, but we're only too happy to force us full of experimental vaccines. What could possibly go wrong there, chums? Pfizer got rich though. Now whilst we were all being good citizens and locked up, one government advisor took a long car journey to test his eyesight, come off it fella, we're not bloody stupid, and Boris and chums were having parties. I guess we all learned we can trust our government in an emergency. What a bunch of utter ass hats. Now back to the shit review.
I've got some stars thrown at me. He's had a little fucking spasm there. There's two of him now. Double trouble. I don't see how you could really bring Dizzy back, I'll be honest. I'll say he's an adventure game, but he just sort of rolls around a bit, picks things up. He's not gameplay that really translates particularly well, I'll be honest. I think maybe as a mobile adventure, he's got some legs there. Now this looks vaguely throwing some money. There goes. That was a guess, but it worked. I don't know if this is. I think this is on the. Is it Nintendo or Super Nintendo? I think I don't know if this game appeared as well. I honestly don't know how this game did compared, you know, on the system, you know, on the Sega, compared to say on the 8-bits. I don't know if it's a particular success. I think they would have probably sold more games. There would be more in the series had it done really well. But to be fair, unlike say Treasure Island Dizzy, one of the classic adventure games, Dizzy games, on the 8-bit we have one life. You made a mistake, it was all over. This doesn't seem too bad. It's very playable. I think this is. I think Dizzy games appeal to youngsters. I think, and I think if my kids were to play maybe a game now, you know, a Dizzy style game, this will be a better introduction probably than the Spectrum or Amstrad version. So, do you know what? I'm going to slack this game off. It is what it is. It's not a classic adventure. I don't know what it. I don't know if it's done as well. I don't know how it's scored, but I'm going to give this game 7 out of 10. It's Dizzy. It's not great. It ain't bad, but it ain't great. And I ain't fucking doing that again, Dizzy. So, 7 out of 10. Adios, amigos, and enjoy yourselves.
Well, that was a bit of an anticlimactic end to the video. How disappointing. Not slagging off the game? Not calling it a load of bollocks and thumping the desk and keyboard in anger? What has happened to the inept reviewer? Must have been the COVID. It's messed up his brain. These Dizzy games are endless. What a stupid idea for a character anyway. A walking egg with boxing gloves for hands. He can't even wipe his ass properly. You wouldn't want to high-five him or his salmonella-infected friends. You'd spend more time on the bog than your grandma after she's mistaken her blood pressure tablets for laxatives and then treated herself to a chicken vindaloo. Right, enough of this. More videos and Shitbox another time. See you later, Shitboxers.